All right, how's everybody today? Got a great lineup today. We got Pastor Art, we got John Carpe from the Justice Center. It's going to be a good day. We got a new parade route today, or walk route. We're going down to the water, and along the water to 2nd, back up to Stephen Avenue and coming around. I just want to say that the Walk for Freedom is a peaceful, non-violent event. And we accept everybody under Freedom Unity Alliance that has a voice to come and state what they feel is important in life, and especially with these times. So I just want to let everybody know that if there's anybody who promotes any kind of aggression, they're not part of this group. Okay? Just so everybody knows that. We don't condone any kind of aggression in any sense. Toward our police are our friends. You know, they're learning as they go, just like a lot of our families are. So as everybody starts to understand what's really going on around us, then that's why we're here, is just to help people understand these things. So we do support our police, etc., etc. A couple weeks ago, I was arrested by some radical police officers and thrown in jail overnight because of a couple of tickets. And that's okay. You know, like I said last week, it doesn't matter, because they're not stopping the movement. The movement is for our freedom and our rights and our sovereignty, and we won't allow that to happen, right? So let's all say freedom together from our hearts. Are there children here today? Yeah. Not a lot. I guess they scared them away with the families but let's all say freedom 3 times together and let the whole city know we're here. We're starting our rally today. 1, 2, 3. Freedom! One more time. 1, 2, 3. Freedom! Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Freedom! So I'd like to invite some people up to sing "O Canada" to start this. Please, who wants to join up here? Come on, sing "O Canada" with me. This is Canadian. We want our country back, and we're going to expose the fraud. That's what we're going to do. We're going to expose the fraud. Ready? O Canada, our home and native land, true hatred love, in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Freedom! 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 Let's do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
Freedom!
1, 2, 3.
Freedom!
1, 2, 3.
Freedom!
All right, thank you very much. Speaking of freedom and our rights, we've got a special speaker here tonight. John Carpe is going to come up now. Big hand for John Carpe. He's been defending our rights. He's been helping the people that have tickets, and he knows the law on our constitutional side. So big hand for John Carpe.
Yeah, John!
Thank you, Brad. Thanks all of you good, patriotic Canadians. Not only are you braving the cold, but you're braving the risk of these $1,200 tickets. It takes courage. Nobody wants to get a ticket, but if that's what it takes to defend the charter, then that's what we got to do.
So I've got some good news to report. The last time that I spoke here, we had just filed a statement of claim against the Alberta government to end the lockdowns. And I mentioned we'd be suing some other provinces. So since I was here December the 5th, we have now sued the governments of Manitoba and British Columbia. We're working on the court action against the governments of Saskatchewan and Ontario. I really appreciate all the support from all the people. I know there's many Justice Centre supporters here in the crowd today. And the only reason we're able to do this is because we've got grassroots Canadians that are giving us the donations that make it possible for us to have the legal team that we have. JCCF.ca. So there's good news. It's because of the people. The people support the Justice Centre. The Justice Centre has a team of lawyers. The team of lawyers is suing 3 and soon to be 4 and then 5 provincial governments. I really appreciate your support. I admire and respect your courage in coming out here to brave the cold, to brave the risk of these potential threat of fines that I know people people here today have received fines and are getting representation from the Justice Centre. So keep up the courage, because courage is what we need in dark times. These are dark times. These lockdown measures are not temporary. They are permanent. There's a lot of people who want to keep them as permanent. They want to make them worse than what they already are. And so the only thing to do is to fight back, and to fight back peacefully, as Brad said, and to keep on getting the word out, and to keep on coming back. Because at the end of the day, we know that quitters never win, and winners never quit. And it's worth the sacrifice, it's worth the hardship, no matter what happens. Because remember, it is better to die standing than to live on your knees. Thank you.
We got to remember one thing here. There's a genocide agenda here against the people of Canada and against people of the world. We have to realize that is what is happening, right? All of this fraud that we're seeing, it has a reason. There's a reason they're doing this, taking your rights away. There's a reason. It's not about the masks. It's not about the tests. It's not about the vaccines. It's about taking everything away from you. Bankrupting the country, putting us in a totally different environment that we're not used to. We call it free socialism. But what it is it's corrupted because it's coming from the Bank of International Settlements and those people that control that. It's that high up in the globalist agenda. And the very few people that control that agenda. And those that don't know enough about it, do the research. There's enough good information out there. This isn't conspiracy. This is not conspiracy. This is what's going on. And there's an attack and a war against your freedom. A real attack. You got to understand that. We can go into the legal system, that's great. But if they come out and start mandating things, we have to come together as the people of Canada and the people here. We have to be the power, the voice, right? We the people. Because it's going to get worse before it gets better. Trust me, it's going to get worse. We support our police 100%. Let's give them a big hand. Big hand, big hand. They're in a very tough position, like I said earlier. But here's the problem. There's going to be a day when our officers have to draw that line in the sand. Are they with the people or with the corruption? Are you with the people or with the corruption? Which side of the line are we on? Because we're going to stand up, we're going to put that flag up, we're going to march, and we're going to walk, and we're going to talk the truth. And those that don't stand behind the flag of truth have no business standing up at all. Been out here forever doing the word of his God, or not his God, but God from his perspective. Now remember, Freedom Unity Alliance accepts all faiths all religions, all people, because that's what Canadians are. That's what the world is made up of. This is a man of faith, and I respect him like crazy. He's a great man. Big hand for Art.
Thank you. Let's sit down. Wow. How many laws we have broken today? They would say probably a dozen. I hugged you, man. I'm a criminal. I shook some of your hands. I'm a criminal. I congregated with some family members. I am a criminal. I had a lunch today with the church. We all are criminals. Oh, behold, I preached a sermon today. Not wearing a muzzle, I'm a criminal. I prayed for the sick today. I lay hands on them, I'm a criminal. I congregated with a bunch of friends, and that makes me a criminal. When I look at you, all of you, what an amazing criminals you are. You are a criminal in the eyes of the villains, though. They've turned law-abiding citizens like you and me into criminals, but we are no criminals. I don't see criminals here in this group. Patriots, to all of you I say thank you, and I wish that the true freedom that comes from God will never depart from your hearts and from your households. I believe and I hope it will be filled with the peace of God. Be blessed.
Quickly.
Quickly. I can speak when we get back. I think everybody's ready to go for a march or a walk, right? You guys want to get out there and make some noise? Let's go do it. And let's do it peacefully, eh? All right, we'll see you when you get back, everybody.
Freedom!
come on in, come on in. Don't be shy. I know we lose some people after the walk, that's okay. And they're not really, I don't see a lot of bylaw officers today, so I think they're kind of giving us some space. Big hand for the police. They did a great job today. Big hand. They're very helpful. Big hand. Tammy? We're going to get Tammy to say a few words, and then we have...
I'm out of breath. I was not taking it. So I just wanted to say that was awesome, and someone pointed out we wanted to thank Rebel News too for coming. So let's thank Rebel News for coming down here and sharing the story and letting everybody know what we're actually doing. So that was a great march. I think we had a really good march. Yeah, had a different route, and we're really getting our chants down, and we sound amazing, and we're kicking butt out here. So I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the government. And it just occurred to me that we're not their property.
That's right. They're our property.
They want us. They want to turn us into their property, but their job is actually to protect our property. They work for us. So who's getting sick and tired of being government property? Who wants to rise above the government? What if I could tell you I know the way? What you need to do is realize there's a difference between legal and lawful. And lawful only applies to men and women, whereas the legal jurisdiction applies to corporations, and we're not corporations. So when you realize that you're not your birth certificate or your driver's license, that's when you understand who you really are, by realizing who you're not. So when they try to come to you and say, oh, you're so-and-so, this is your birth certificate. No, actually, I'm a woman. And you can't administrate property to me without rights. So that's when you challenge jurisdiction. You say, prove to me that I'm your property. Can you prove to me that I'm your property? Can you produce an obligation that I'm in contract with you? Because contract between men and women is what makes the law. So if there's no contract, there's no law, which means there's no jurisdiction, which means piss off. Right? If you guys would come up here really quick, because we are actually the 3 women that I know of right now that are challenging the jurisdiction, and we're standing up because we know who we are. And when you know who you are, you have to act appropriately.
Maybe I'll just say, if anyone has gotten tickets and you want help with the process of doing this, because we are in the middle of doing it, we just served our 3rd notice yesterday to Nenchi and the Chief of Police. So we will be updating people on how this process goes. But if you do get tickets, don't pay them. We will help you figure, we'll have templates on our website, freedomunityalliance.com. And aware calls too, and we have a Telegram group that we have templates on, so we can help assist you with the process. Do not pay the tickets, and don't be scared of these tickets.
Hey everybody! I'm not used to this. Can everybody at the back hear me?
No problem.
Hello, Calgary! I love you guys! I'm here today representing Red Deer. Guess what? We are the people. We are the people. Plain and simple. That's it. Except for do no harm to man or woman. When we walk in the court with our trophy tickets, and I have a $12 to $100 ticket, put your hand up if you do. There you go. Don't be afraid, like these ladies said. Don't be afraid of those tickets. That's a trophy. We are here now to fight Admiralty law with common law. This that we believe, maybe not everybody does, and that's fine, will change our course of the future.
Yeah.
When we open that gate and walk into that courtroom, that's our court. That is now our court, which is what exactly it should be. We decide. Myself as a woman, Tiffany as a woman, Tammy as a woman, You gentlemen, as a man, that's your court. We can help you. We are now filing common law notices, claims, and we can help you get through that. The Telegram that Tiffany was talking about, connect with us on Telegram. We can help you. Reach out to us. So, we got to keep going with these rallies. The more numbers, the better. Keep going. Keep showing up. Keep showing up, guys. We the people. We the people. I don't care if it's minus 40. I'm still coming out. We got a big rally coming up in Edmonton, February 20th. If you can make it, come. Okay? I know it's a big stretch from here, but 4 o'clock, legislation building, February 20th. And just remember, fight for our liberty, fight for our freedom every single day. We the people.
I just want to say one more thing also. Open up your businesses. Open them up.
Yeah, open up your businesses. You're right. And open up your businesses. That's amazing. And a couple more things that I just thought about the Telegram group. Also, we're starting Zoom. We're going to do Zoom training classes for common law where we're learning common law together on Sundays at 4 o'clock. So get into Telegram. Look at if I don't know if you guys are in Telegram, but you can connect to if you're in We Are the Light group, or there's a Warrior Calls group as well. So then we can drop the Zoom link in there, and then that way we can start educating each other so that we can get through this, collectively strong, right? So I thank you so much, you guys, for coming up here, and give these guys a big hand, because it takes a lot of courage to fight the whole system. But once you realize who you are, it's simply easy. I'm gonna bring AJ is next here. So bring AJ up here and let him speak his truth.
There's only one truth, guys. And boy, do I have a bombshell today. Sorry I missed the beginning. I was up late looking at all this stuff, and I started watching the live stream from Facebook there, and I didn't want to leave and miss John Carpe, because every time I've started walking down here for his previous presentations, I missed that. So that was fantastic. What do you guys think of John Carpe? Okay, so was anybody here on Wednesday when we did our little meeting? Okay, so you guys heard a pretty fantastic report, didn't you? From the Irish reporter. Her name is Gemma
Doherty?
Yes, thank you. Gemma Doherty. She has uncovered, she's one of the top 3 most influential news broadcasters in Ireland, apparently. I hadn't heard of her before, but I've got the report here right from the Health Service Executive, which is their Irish health authority, if you will. They have been doing freedom of information requests, asking for proof that the coronavirus has been genetically sequenced, isolated, purified, and identified according to Koch's postulates. There is now 55 of these Freedom of Information request responses that have been received, not just one, which I found out on December 23rd. 55 of them around the world, guys. Guys, there is not one lab, understand this, in the world, even including the CDC, as published on July 13th in their document on the performance characteristics of the coronavirus. They do not have a copy of the official coronavirus assay anywhere in the world that has been isolated, purified, or identified that these damn tests are being used to compare against. Let that sink in. About based on the tests, based on number of cases, the cases justifies the public health order. Public health order then scares the police into using unconstitutional laws against us and locking us down, bankrupting our businesses absolutely needlessly. This is a crime against humanity. There's no other way to say it. These people need to be held to account. Thank you.
AJ, big hand. So next week, guess where we're going to be at 1 o'clock?
Right here!
Anybody know? Right here. So please come down. It's so important that we do that. And we've got a bunch of fly handouts still. Anybody who doesn't have handouts, please take some. And if you don't have handouts, take the handouts so that you can give them out to people. Because it's going to be, we want to get thousands and thousands of people, okay? It's really important we all do our work individually. And those that feel like donating, feel free to our donation box. That helps us market and rent PAs and do all the good stuff that we do. Anyway, next week, 1 o'clock. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. Big hand for yourselves. Die hard. I love it.